For the penultimate game of the 2018 Grey High School Festival, it's Garsfontein from Pretoria who are looking to make it 2 out of 2 at the festival this year, and they are taking on DHS, who lost to St Andrews on Saturday at the festival. With me in the commentary box is Manny Sikhali. Manny, good to have you here.
Wow, fantastic to be here, Justin. It's a fantastic day for rugby. So far, we've seen unbelievable spectacles here from Grey High School for boys. Fantastic day one, and it's bound to be a fantastic day two here in sunny Port Elizabeth, isn't it?
Almost ready to go. Garsfontein in blue, DHS in the navy blue. And both these sides have had decent seasons so far. Garsfontein have won 7 out of 10 and DHS have won 6 out of 8. And you see there DHS being led by captain Pilo Gomere. And for Garsfontein, the captain, number 4, Jordan van Dijk.
Well, we're bound to have a fantastic game of rugby on our hands. This DHS side has been a formidable outfit, but you cannot ever take away from Garsfontein. They're a traditional rugby school, and they love their rugby. And they'll be coming here today to PE to prove their point here against a formidable DHS side.
So the space rocket, Diego Apollos, gets us underway with a hanging kick. And DHS knock it on, Shakir Ledoux. And Garsfontein with a chance now, early on. Aldo Landsberg gets driven back in the tackle. Yuri Claessens intercepted, but we're coming back.
Yeah, well, an interesting start to the game here. You know, just the first area of the game. I always say, the team that makes the least mistakes in a first-team rugby game is the one that's going to win the game, and DHS not getting off to a great start. You know, when you've got two sides like this, as strong as these two teams, you've got to minimize your mistakes and take every opportunity that gets given to you.
So Yuri Claessens with the feed. Good scrum, Garsfontein. Claessens to Johannes. To Apollos, the danger man, the space rocket with the offload to Jean-Andre Schiepers. What a start!
Well, just an unbelievable team try there from Garsfontein. You know, Jean-Andre Schiepers didn't have much work to do here, but it was an unbelievable offload in the tackle that led him over the top of the try line. As we have a look at the highlight to come here, well, that's a fantastic try. You know, that came straight off the mistake there from DHS. Like I said, the side that makes the least mistakes here is going to win the game, and DHS's mistake, a direct infringement of what's going to happen here. 5-0 up Garsfontein. DHS will want to bounce back into this game.
So Keegan Johannes with the shot at goal. Talented individual. Was in the Craven weak side for the Blue Bulls last year. He has a chance to add the extras. Johannes, and he's dragged that. 5-0 to Garsfontein. The men in Pretoria, good start for them. So Shakir Ledoux was great on Saturday. Ledoux, simple one there. But Garsfontein almost made a hash of it. Johannes looking for some space. And the Terminator, Pilo Gomere, the captain, and he's going to have a go. The number 8, powerful run. Good running by the captain, Garsfontein. In at the ruck, trying to get the turnover is Buitendach. Ceteris to Ledoux. Taken well by Garsfontein. Great run there by Snyman on the halfway line. Claessens spots a gap. He's got Schiepers on his left. Juandre Skeepers! Go you good thing, Skeepers!
Well, I'll tell you what, John Ray Skip is making this look absolutely easy. It's fantastic work here from the whole team. It's Ulrich Claessens with a fantastic break. He manages to find the space in a very tight-knit Durban High School defense and gives it to his flyer at fullback, John Ray Skippers, who collects his second for the game. He's really making this look easy as he goes over the whitewash on the left-hand side.
Remember the name, ladies and gentlemen, Juandre Skeepers, a talented sportsman. And Garsfontein looking like the business here. So Johannes with a difficult kick from the corner. That's laced in silver. Keegan Johannes.
Yeah, fantastic day from Keegan Johannes. A great kick. You know, not the easiest kick in the world, coming nice and close to the sideline over there, but a great boot on him. We saw him smash the first one. His direction was slightly off, but making no mistake with this one. On Saturday, the wind was a bit hard, but today, kicking conditions a little bit easier here for Keegan Johannes.
Picked up by Snyman. To Blanche at the base. Johannes with a floaty pass to the space rocket. Apollos, the danger man. SA Schools last year. Yuri Claessens on the short side. And this could be interesting, but the ref is going back. Claessens might be seeing double vision.
Yeah, this is not good to see. You know, we've seen a few injuries today. He looks completely out here. It's not something you want to see in a schoolboy game. I think he's just getting up here slowly. You know, not something you want to see from a schoolboy game. As we see the replay, a fantastic take in there. He takes on the DHS number 15 here. Good quality ball out here from the number 9 here, Claessens. Ducks under one and I think just takes one to the head. Just a little bit of a shoulder and elbow to the head. Knocks him out for a little bit, but he seems to be moving all right now.
Very concerning for Garsfontein. Yuri Claessens, been one of their star players. Grant Cornwall for the Blue Bulls in 2017, and also at a young age made the elite player development squad about a month ago. Talented player and concern. The spectators are out here in force.
Yeah, and nothing malicious about that. I think, you know, just a slip of the shoulder or a slip of the elbow. As we see the spectators here to watch some really good rugby, and some really good rugby they have been they've been treated to, not only today but on Saturday. You know, if you're not here already, it's a fantastic time to come. The weather's looking great. There's no wind in the air, not much cloud, no sign of rain. It's just a beautiful day for some serious schoolboy rugby today.
And also the quality of rugby has been absolutely fantastic, Manny.
Yeah, look, I've really enjoyed the quality of rugby. You know, there's been no game regardless of the score. We saw a few big scores this morning, but the quality of rugby was really good. You know, we saw some out-and-out rugby. We saw different tactics. Teams that had their ups, had their downs. Some teams that came back from big score deficits. Some teams that closed some score deficits. So this is definitely a tournament for the future. Fantastic rugby played all weekend.
Well, running time, of course, at the festival. So this will eat away at the clock. And perhaps this might be in favour of DHS, just to slow Garsfontein's momentum down. And this might upset them a little, Manny.
Yeah, well, DHS will probably want to come together. I see they aren't. They would want to come together. The captain would want to have a few words and just tell the boys just to calm down a little bit. You know, Garsfontein have come really, really hard at them, and they might have just got a little bit of a shock, and they don't want to do anything to diverge from their game plan. They want to stick to their guns that have made them such a difficult outfit to play this season. And you know, you don't want to get to that situation where emotions or adrenaline is taken over and changing game plans, changing what you're trying to do. So this is a great opportunity for them just to get the ball, slow the game down, and go about their processes, get straight back into this game against a formidable Garsfontein side.
Just take a moment to thank our sponsors, Standard Bank, for making this stream possible with School Sport Live, and then also in association with Powerade and supported by Algoa FM. Durban High School, they have produced the second ever South African born to play for New Zealand, and Greg Rawlinson. The first one was Andrew Mertens, who was only born in South Africa and made his way over to New Zealand at a young age. Garsfontein have had also some notable players. In the glory years of 2013, 2014, 2015, they had Ruan Ackerman, Imbros Papier, and Franku Nodia. But Garsfontein have really made strides. The school's only 30 years old, and one gets the feeling in the coming years they will produce many a Springbok. So it'll be interesting to see what Garsfontein do here. Johannes can play scrum off. Yuri Claessens, well, let's just hope he's all right. He's a fantastic player. So it is Johannes who will be at scrum off. Just see who is on at fly off.
Well, you can engage with us, School Sports Live on many different platforms. Catch us on YouTube, catch us on Twitter. Our hashtag is #SSL Rugby. Engage with us. Give us your thoughts about the rugby, the broadcasting, what's happening on and off the field. A fantastic platform SSL have provided for us here.
Johannes. Good scrum, Garsfontein. Apollos. Still danger, yeah. Charged on by Ledoux. So on and fly off is Dylan Ulkers. And what a chance for him. Played on Saturday against Nico Milan in that victory. So Cylon Adams with the feed.
Yeah, as we see the put in here for Garsfontein.
Ricardo Puerta. To Landsberg, he's like a lighthouse in that line-out. DHS trying to sack the machine of Garsfontein. The men from Pretoria making a statement. Johannes to Olkers. To Beitendach. Wavy pass there. DHS can breathe a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious to see what Garsfontein are trying to accomplish here. They're not exactly going to be picking and going, trying to use their forwards. They want to play an expansive brand of rugby, get it out to those quick wingers out on the sideline here as DHS retain possession.
Ledoux to Moleche. Looking for space, but he sends it to the Christian Cullen of Garsfontein with the dab ahead Skeepers. Ceteris, and here goes Skeepers with the offload. This boy Skeepers is dangerous. That's gone forward, but my goodness, what a superstar this kid is.
Yeah, well, they're not scared to throw the ball around. As we were talking about it, they came to our right-hand side, tried to get the ball all the way to their right winger in Lerm, and on attack that side, turning DHS over and trying to throw the ball around. They don't want to put ball on boot there and give possession away to DHS. They're more than happy running it up to the DHS defensive line.
Johannes. Mr. Versatile. So it'll be interesting to see what Garsies do here. They're going for touch. And they want to get their third try of the game. They've got a devastating pack of forwards. And they've had some good victories. In 2018 over Otanikwa and Boelan Landbou. That's been the pick of their season so far. Turned. But this is danger. Boerda. Ricardo Boerda. Almost getting lucky. Scrum. DHS.
Yeah, well, some good rugby here from Garsfontein, really taking the attack to DHS. DHS, no walkover side, but unfortunately Garsfontein really putting them to the sword at the moment. But that's just a testament to the quality rugby that Garsfontein play. DHS not really having too many answers for them at the moment. We saw the injury of their number 9, Ulrich Claessens, but they just carrying on as if nothing happens. And once again, that's a testament to their depth as we see a massive scrum down here on the 5 meter.
Pio Gomere with a pass. Trouble, yeah. Apollos. This will be danger. DHS not clearing. Johannes to Buitendach. The open side flanker. Ulkers to De Blanche. He's a big man, had a stormer on Saturday. The blind side flanker. Johannes to Landsberg. Buitendach under pressure, Gumere. And Jimmy Mguni with the steal. But it's a penalty. Garsfontein, they might go quickly here.
Well, we've been seeing it all day, these quick tap and goes. Garsfontein, they're not going to be too worried about this penalty. They want to go about their processes, make their decisions at a nice slow pace here. Oh, there it goes to the big man. He's going to bash it up. He makes some ground, gets onto the 5 meter line. As Garsfontein will probably look to spread this ball out. Unfortunately, holding on is adjudicated by the referee.
That was big. Gerard van der Merwe. Massive units. He's a big boy. And he's lying down on the ground. Took a big hit. Ledoux with the clearance. Terrific kick by the number 10. So Donovan Adams with the feed, but hesitant at line out time. What can DHS do? Kruger, difficult one for him. Ceteris to Clippy Steenkamp. Get out of the road, what a drive. Almost losing that forward. He has. It's a turnover, but we're coming back for the penalty.
Yeah, well, penalty advantage there for DHS just for the high shot there. Great steal, however, at ruck time here. Garsfontein just showing their intention, saying, if you're going to isolate yourself, boys, we're going to take this ball away from you. Unfortunately, as we see on the try line there, Gerard van der Merwe still down. The big boy took a massive hit, but DHS up to it for...
Johannes at the back. Now, can the heavens open up? Apollos says no ways. Sends it into DHS's half. Ledoux. He's got some work to do. And he finds Ntuli. Ntuli's got pace. What a smack that was. Money.
Wow, some serious hot feet there out on the wide side, Not the cleanest of takes I've ever seen there from the fly half, Ledoux, but manages to gather it. I think just a little shoulder charge there from the man from Garsfontein, gets sent his marching orders from the referee. Unfortunately, you've got to wrap your hands around that tackle, and just not happening there for Garsfontein. A little shoulder barge gets him sent to the bin for 10 minutes.
Perfect chance now for DHS to strike back. Ledoux picks safety first. Donovan Adams.
Well, as you see the replay here, serious hot feet there from the number 14, that's Ntuli, and we just see the shoulder charge there. Absolutely no intention whatsoever to wrap his hands around the tackle, and that's very much illegal, adjudicated by the referee.
So DHS looking to mount the pressure. Taimpi Ceteris with the pass to Mkwanazi. He's got a big day ahead of him against Apollos. Centre versus centre. Ceteris to Ledoux. Moleche, the left winger. And Kruger puts it down. Kalitz has got it. Willemse plays at 9. Apollos with a mammoth strike. Ledoux keeps it alive. Here we go. Terrific stuff here. Moleche finds Ledoux. He's in space. Beautiful running. The dab ahead, not so good. Johannes. Apollos. Kalitz. He's got space. To Johannes. Magnificent stuff in Port Elizabeth. The men from Pretoria cantering in for their 3rd try of the afternoon.
Well, I mean, how good is this Garsfontein side? Keegan Johannes, the new number 9, you know, playing in the number 9 role. Fantastic score. They've scored an absolute coast-to-coast try here, have Garsfontein, and it's wonderful to see, you know, that they don't panic when they get the ball in those critical areas. We'll have a look at the replay here. You know, this is all the way from their 22. They spread the ball out nice and wide, and look at them just picking the gaps. You cannot give these guys any sort of space. Offloads and the tackles, and Keegan Johannes just saying, you're not going to catch me from this rate. Look at that. He gets his knees up, he sees the whitewash, and a little swan dive in just to finish off. Fantastic work here from Garsfontein.
TJ Perenara, eat your heart out. Johannes says, I'll take that. Garsfontein, well, they are looking heat out here in Port Elizabeth. 20 minutes gone. 19 Garsfontein, DHS 0. Can DHS get back into the game? Darren Boyson with the restarts. Garsfontein, good on the restarts. Now what will they do? Campbell Willemse to De Blanche. Good defense by DHS, still going De Blanche. Good appreciation of the laws. Fantastic stuff, the Space Rockets. Will he go on his own? What a run. Diego Apollos with the offload. This is incredible stuff out here. Turned. My goodness. Champagne rugby in Port Elizabeth. The toe ahead. Out of breath here, Manny.
Well, I mean, how has that happened? You know, it's an absolute... They've tried to score another highlight reel try over here, just being held up in front of the post there, and DHS managing to tow the ball out, somehow turning it over, towing it out past halfway, and the crowd are absolutely loving this. This is why you should be here to watch some quality schoolboy rugby.
Stoney Steenkamp. Look at him go, the Savage, with the offload to Chimiam Guni. Here come DHS. They won't give up. Boyson. A chance for Ntuli. Putting his head down. But DHS, they're still in this. They're not giving up, Manny.
Well, 100%, and they're not going to give up. You know, we just got some word from our producers, Ulrich Claessens. He's fine. You know, it was just a little bit of precaution. He was looked at by the medics, and, you know, he's deemed to be fine. But DHS are not out of this game. There's still 40 minutes of hard rugby that they need to play, and they'll be saying to the men from Pretoria that if you guys take your foot off the gas, we're going to make you pay.
Johannes to Apollos. He'll run from his hometown, that's for sure. They clear. And Moleche, well this time, or Ntuli rather, decides to take the line out. 23 minutes gone. Adams. Overthrow. This will be danger. You can't make errors against Garsfontein. They will make you pay. Just over halfway. Willemse. Campo Willemse. A natural fly-off playing on the wing. And Ceteris, it's there for him. DHS have the ball. He goes right to Bongo. And there's Tox Gumere. The bicycle shack. Jenna takes the hard one. Ceteris. And Stoney Steenkamp has lost the ball forward.
Yeah, well, if there's any team you can't make mistakes again, it's Garsfontein. You know, DHS are going to have to keep their discipline as we see that man, Stoney Steenkamp, bashing it up here.
So here come DHS. And they have a penalty. Ceteris. Boyson. He taps and goes, but the ref says not on the mark. Decision time for DHS. But hesitant. So they go for touch. Can DHS get a score before half time? Adams has to get the line out right first. Kruger taps it back. Marcel Noel. Ceteris does well. Boyson with the cross kick. Loom is at the back. Simple one for him. Fends up. The first defender. Great run by the left winger. Willemse trying to find touch, and that's a decent kick.
Well, the weather obviously starting to resemble Durban a little bit here, because Durban High School for boys have seemed to have turned it up quite a bit. Garsfontein haven't really got their grasp on the ball too often, as we see Donovan Adams looking for the feed here, but Durban High School not too late to really get back into this game.
And there's Toxco Mere again. He's had fun in 2018. And Tuli, he's had a lot of work to do. Stoney Steenkamp for glory. Steenkamp, brilliant stuff to Marcel Noel. Here come Durban High School. Ceteris to Boyson. Gumere, the Terminator. He'll have a shot. Gumere. It's a try. Peter Gumere, the Terminator.
Well, fantastic work there from DHS and, of course, Captain Gumere over there. They really worked nice and hard. But that all started with Donovan Adams. You know, he made some serious ground on the right-hand side, managed to offload to Marcel Null, and some really quick ball. As we look at the kick being taken over here, you know, Marcel Null with some fantastic stuff. As we see here, this is Donovan Adams. You see the offload to Null. Look at the strong running, taking 2 to 3 defenders to take them down. And then, of course, Boyson's getting to, and of course, Ceteris getting to the breakdown nice and quickly. Gumere running just in behind the screens. A little handoff past the number 15, Keegan Johannes, as he goes over the whitewash. Unfortunately, Skeepers just couldn't bring him down. And I must say, a wayward kick there from Ceteris, but you know, he'll be putting that behind them. 14 points in it now, Justin.
Well, the captain strikes back for DHS. Gumere, what an inspirational leader. SA Schools last year. Apollos, deep kick. Jimmy Mguni with the hard work. Seterus goes on the short side to Gumere. Strong Finn, the big don't argue. Look at him go, he's like a runaway giraffe. Inspirational stuff. Oh, wonderful. Ntuli, back to Tox Gumere. Crazy scenes in Port Elizabeth. Seterus, it's a penalty advantage. Cylon, he lets it go. We come back for the penalty and the ref's gone down. Kumere. Seterus getting the orders.
Well, some absolutely inspirational running there from Silempilo Kumeda. You know, as you say, the captain doing it for himself. He hasn't given up quite yet. He's made an absolutely phenomenal 50-meter run. As we see there, you can interact with us on School Sports Live. Hats off to the medical staff at Grey High School. Urich all good and gives us the thumbs up. Fantastic to see that he's all good, and it was just precautionary stuff.
Jimmy Nguni. Jimmy's over the open side flanker. What a try. DHS are back in it, Manny.
Well, I mean, how fantastic to watch that. You know, it all started with their inspirational leader, Sinempilo Kumede. You know, he started that run. They managed to get a penalty, kicked it out into the 5-meter area, and a fantastic execution there from DHS. They are straight back in it. They need this conversion. As we have a look at the replay here, fantastic stuff at line-out time. He's got hot feet in the number 6 position, takes on 2 to 3 defenders, and look at the relief on his face. He knows the hard work that they've done there. They've got their side straight back in it. Can the kicker make it a 7-point game? All of a sudden, Justin, different game on our hands, isn't it?
It's exactly what we wanted to see. Ladu to make it a 7-point ball game. Shakir Ladu with a vital kick. That's like warm toast for the DHS coaching staff.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic kick here from Shakir Ladu. You know, just getting his team straight back into a 7-point, a converted try radius there. And DHS will definitely be thinking we're still in this game. Garsfontein cannot afford to take their foot off the gas. We saw how quickly DHS closed that gap. And, you know, anything can happen now in the second half, can't it?
Apollos. Well, that's almost gone into space. Play on, Kalitz. Lensley with a powerful leg drive. The number 23, Johannes at the base to Landsberg with a short ball. Garsfontein with a chance to reply. Before half time, DHS get a vital penalty.
Well, you know, you just cannot afford to make mistakes in a game like this. You know, DHS could have had a great advantage there. The ball not going 10, but unfortunately, they then went on to make the mistake by knocking it on. As we see a quick little tap and go, we got numbers on the right-hand side here. Chooses against it. An unbelievable hit here from Garsfontein. DHS with a low box kick is the number 20, Cedrus, unfortunately charged down. And Garsi's back on the attack here.
That's Gian Lerm there. Tough one for Buitendach. So what will Garsi's do? It's the big man to Blanche. To Landsberg. Johannes. Pops it to Snyman. Feistiness at the moment. That's gone forward. And Manny, momentum is a strange thing.
Well, a strange thing indeed, you know, for a vast majority of that game. I would say probably for a good 90 minutes of that game, Garsfontein were in charge. They looked like they were going to bring the hammer down here on DHS. But something obviously in the power rate, and DHS just got a spark of life. I think it was after that break where they managed to just rally the troops up. It's DHS 12, Garsfontein 19, 7-point game here. Anything can happen in the last half an hour of the second half of this enthralling encounter.
Dear Mr. the Cock. Dear Mr. Rabada.
What's up, Mr. Amla?
With all due respect, your days are numbered.
Your time is running out. Tick-tock.
Tick-tock. Boy.
Time's up.
Sure, you could,
But I can be better. You just don't know it yet. Wake up. You better watch out.
don't be fooled by my age.
Or my size. Or my puppy fat.
Oh, where I'm from.
Now, you can set the record setting. Crazy records. I will show the world what can be achieved.
It might be difficult for you to accept,
But I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you.
I am coming for you.
So we're back. Second half to come in the penultimate game of the Grey High Festival of 2018. It's Garsfontein 19, DHS 12, and we have seen some fantastic tries. It was Garsfontein first with Skeepers, who got a double. Keegan Johannes scored a blinder, and then DHS yet to open their accounts, and they did that in terrific fashion through Peter Okumede, the captain, and then Jimmy Mguni, the open side flanker. Manny, this is going to be fascinating.
Well, you know, rugby is a funny sport. I think sport is a funny game. You know, sport is just funny in general. You know, like I said in the first half, for 90% of this game, you would swear Garsfontein were bringing the hammer down, putting the nail into coffin, whatever phrase you want to use. DHS just saying you cannot allow yourselves to take the foot off the gas because we are a quality side and we'll make you pay for it. And that's exactly what they showed. I would like to see them coming out with that kind of vigor, that kind of intensity right from the start in the second half, maintaining it, and I think we might have an absolute scorcher of a game on our hands.
Well, in the first half, it was rugby played in heaven. Great tries and great stuff. And boy, oh boy, do the men from Pretoria have a game on their hands. The spectators are loving it, getting ready for the final game of the day. Grey High School taking on Kez. And Shakir Ledoux is going to get us underway. Ledoux. Sneyman, tough one for him. So DHS might have the first say in the first half. Poison, he just wants to go, the nuggety little player.
Well, it's quite interesting there. You know, I think as we look at the sponsors' flags here, the wind just starting to swirl around a little bit. I wonder if that affected the catch there for Harsies. But like we said just at the beginning of this half, it's good to see DHS have come out here full guns blazing as they managed to get a line out inside the Harsies 22-meter line.
Adams. Marcel Knoll, the loose head prop, helping a brother out to the back. Stoney Steenkamp behind the back to Ledoux. He's a small customer, but he's not scared of the dogfights. Ceteris and Bongo knocks it on. That will be a blow for DHS. Garsies with the scrum now.
Yeah, well, it's a fantastic charge down there from Garsfontein, you know, just forcing the mistake there on DHS. You know, DHS cannot afford to make too many mistakes. They've got themselves into such a fantastic position. The last thing they want to do, okay, is throw any ball away to such a quality side.
So Willemse is now at 9. Garsies with a good scrum. Apollos stopped in his tracks. DHS trying to cause drama, but illegally so.
Yeah, unfortunately, referee too sharp for the DHS side. Yeah, they've given ball back away to Garsfontein as their number 12 looks to absolutely smash it into touch. It's Martin Austin with a great boot.
And here come DHS. Moleche to Jimmy Mguni. He's having a stormer, the number 6. Dampy Seterus. Away to Ledoux, who gives it to the Giraffe, Gumede, the Terminator. Pilo Gumede for glory in Port Elizabeth. What a try from the SA Schools player, and he is pumped.
Wow, that man, Silumpilo Gumede, he is an inspirational leader. You know, fantastic run here. DHS have come out here guns blazing. If they can manage to convert this try, we all squares. We have a look at the replay. Cedrus, fantastic ball, gets it out to the number 10. It's Ledoux. Ledoux with fantastic work. And look at the hot feet. You would swear he's not a number 8. You know, you would swear he's a centre. He's got gas. He's got agility. He sees the whitewash. And he's gone over again. The inspirational leader, Silumpilo Gumede. Unbelievable.
One for the future. We said earlier, remember Skierpers, but boy oh boy, remember Pilo Gumede, the Terminator. Ledoux with a tough one. Can he deliver? Ledoux. He's got it. What a delivery.
Well, DHS really turning on the gas now. I'll tell you what, they're running well, they're passing well, they're kicking well. They're showing why they've come into this festival with a huge name, and a huge name they do. Garsfontein just switching the gas burners off ever so slightly, but they're going to have to turn it right back up to stay in this game.
Decent attempt by Matuze. Van Dijk, the captain for Garsfontein. Willemse to De Blanche. Massive tackle by Clippy Steenkamp, the Savage. Johannes with a chip ahead. And DHS clean up the rubbish. Boyson with a skip ball to Moleche. And he's wiry, but he gets hit hard. Clippy Steenkamp has been sensational. Ledoux, Gumede with the fend. This time they bring him to the ground. There's space on the right. Mkwanazi. They're playing like the French from the 90s here. Seterus, Ledoux, Shakir Ledoux runs into Apollos. Beitendach trying to get the turnover. Jenner with a stab at the line. Composed as ever. Yes, Clippy Steenkamp. He's a handful, this customer, but this is a choke tackle. They get it out. Boyson to Ledoux. Gumede. And yeah, here's Ntuli. Decent attempt. There was a bit of a push tackle there.
Yeah, well, absolutely fantastic as we see the turn on here, the gas burners on here for DHS. All of a sudden, Garsfontein haven't touched the ball in a while. And you know what? It's that man, Gumede. He's been absolutely fiery. Here we go in the replay. Good little offload to their number 10, Ledoux. Ledoux off to Gumede. Gumede finds the winger, is Ntuli. Ntuli's got hot feet. I'm not sure how much of a tackle that is, as much as a shove. But fantastic work from DHS as they really managed to get it up to the byline. Looks like the referees are discussing something here, whether that really was a tackle or maybe a shoulder barge. It will be interesting to see what the adjudication from the referee here is.
So he calls over the captain, Jordan Van Dijk. And this could be trouble. It could be the second card of the game. And this time he's not going to the dog box. Could be a crucial moment. So it's a penalty to DHS. So they have been unpredictable. And there's Tarek Kruger, the number 4. He's as hard as nails. Ledoux finds touch. Can you believe it? Garsfontein were 19-0 up. It's now 19-all. And what a penultimate game. Adams. A mix-up at line-out time. So Garsfontein dodge a big bullets as they make some yards, and it's been ripped away by Jimmy Mguni. Gumere, but it's gone forward. Crazy scenes here, Manny.
I'll tell you what, we speak about the inspirational leader Gumere, but that man Mguni's been a Sunday Mguni. He's been absolutely fantastic in the last 8 minutes. Must be something in his power age. You know, he's absolutely turned it on, and it really is looking like the Durban High School forwards turning this game on, almost taking the Garsfontein forwards all the way.
For them, sir. Garsfontein under pressure. You don't often see that at scrum time. Apollos, they need to bring him down first time. They do. That's not out. The right winger, Ntuli. Not the greatest pass, but Ledoux's got it. Mkwanazi with a skip ball. Boyson, the little number 9. He might be 1.63, but he plays like he's 2 meters tall. Ceteris. That's gone behind. Ferocious stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately there, Durban High School, you know, they really are turning it up. Here we go on the replay here. I think it's that man Mguni. Look at him go. And the low pop pass underneath, unfortunately, just finding a Harsies man. It's picked up there by Gumere, but unfortunately the referee just adjudicating that as going forward.
20 minutes to go. DHS, the oldest school in Durban. Well, if they could get a victory here, it'd be one of the greatest ever for the school. And they were a little bit unlucky on Saturday. They started really well against St Andrews, and then unfortunately they got a red card in the second half, and it might just have been the difference in that loss against St Andrews. And Ledoux is going to have a shot at goal. Last year, he was at Noord Cup, representing the Griquas for Grand Como, and now he is playing for DHS, and he is a composed customer. This is to take the lead in Port Elizabeth with 20 minutes to go. Ledoux. Now it will be a circus. Garsfontein do well. This was a great kick by Ledoux. Taking a while to come out. Johannes away to De Blanche. It's a bit of room. The burst away flanker. Still going. Garsies gaining meters. Kalitz leaves it behind. It's all over the place at the moment. Garsfontein look like they've woken up from a bad nightmare because Stony Steenkamp, the savage, has got it. It's trench warfare out there. Bongo, Matuza, lets it go. Picked up by De Blanche again. He's having a good game for Garsies. Play on. The big forward. Up the middle of the field. Loose ball. This could be trouble. Mkwanazi, great defense. Finds Apollos with the offload. That was magical from the number 12. Johandre Betendach, he only knows one way. Gossie trying to do their bread and butter here. Johannes. And here's Lerm. And Tuli with a good tackle. Look at Stoney Steenkamp. He's playing some other sport out there. What a customer.
While Stoney Steenkamp there, he realizes the danger, gives it the big old size 12 boot straight into the air there. But this just proves Garsie's just bringing a lot of physicality to this game. You know, they're smashing into tackles, they're giving it the old fend off, they're throwing defenders off here. Will DHS be able to deal with the amount of physicality the side from Pretoria is bringing to them in this game?
Well, DHS's backline, they're not the biggest customers around. They've got 3 players under 65 kilograms. But they punch well above their weights. Willemse. Johannes. That's gone forward. Is there something in the air? On the Phillip field. Skip ball. Great stuff, Ledoux. Look at this. Dampy Ceteris in trouble. But the great thing about this game is the boys are looking to run the ball. They're not interested in kicking.
Yeah, fantastic. And I think when you play a game of that caliber, you know, a game of that nature, you are bound to lose it every now and then. You are bound to make 1 or 2 mistakes. As we see Jean-Ray Skeppers on the floor, he doesn't look unbelievably comfortable. I do hope after watching his first 2 tries that he gets up as soon as possible. But, you know, when you play that kind of expansive rugby, as they call it, you're bound to make 1 or 2 mistakes, but it's fantastic to watch from a spectator point of view.
So, the party is reaching capacity in Port Elizabeth. And no one could ask for more. About 15 minutes to go. The scores are level. Both sides have scored 3 tries. And the coaches, well, it's a nervy time for Coach Scott Mathy of DHS and Coach Johan Duplessis of Garsfontein. Ricardo Buerta with a vital feed. Scrappy again. Very scrappy from Garsfontein. And it just looks like they really unsettled. The opening 15 minutes was unbelievable from them, but DHS are under their skin.
Yeah, no, 100%. You know, DHS really proving that they are, you know, they are 100% in this game after having a really nervy 20 minutes where Harsies were all over us, all over them, sorry, from their point of view. You can interact with us on Twitter, hashtag SSL Rugby. Tell us what you think about this game. It's unbelievable at the moment as we see DHS back on the attack on top of Harsies at the moment.
Mkwanazi, he's had a great day at centre, playing against the best in the country, Diego Apollos. Jimmy Nguni, he has been terrific today. Ledoux on the short side, Moleche, and gone forward there. But you have to give it to DHS and Garsfontein for just the great rugby we are seeing here today. The boys want to play and they're playing with freedom.
Yeah, well, Mguni over there just showing some serious strength. You know, he's looking a little bit upset at the moment. You can see how much he wants this game. Him and his fantastic leader, Gumede, have been absolutely phenomenal in that front pack.
Willemse with a chip and chase, wants the bounce. Good skill from him. Unlucky there. Showed a lot of vision. And DHS, well, they got out of jail there.
Well, you know, when Garsfontein want to turn it on, they really do. We just saw, you know, a good 5 seconds of Garsfontein rugger there. They get it out to their number 14. They get it out to their number 14, Campo Willemse, and he's just showing us exactly what he can do when he gets onto the ball. You know, we haven't seen this for a long time now. DHS have somehow absolutely been all over them and just showing the quality that DHS do possess. Garsfontein will want to get ahead of this game and really put DHS out of it, but DHS having none of that.
So the demented ferret, Ceteris, with the feed. Big scrum from Kossis. But there's Gumere, beats one. Great play by the number 8. Bongo to Matuze. This time he catches it. The lock forward, but it's been turned. He has trouble, Kalitz. It's been an age since Garsfontein have put points on the board. But DHS are trying to upset the party, and it's Jimmy Mguni again, your man, Manny. And here we go. It's Boyson. Look at him go, he just beats defenders like he's 200 kilograms. Trouble. Here's danger. It's all over the place out there. It's like park rugby. Penalty. This is decision time.
Yeah, well, it's an absolute goon show at the moment. It's getting to that point of the game where both sides are probably feeling a little bit under the heat. It's going to be interesting to see what Garsfontein do here. They're going to have a pop at goals here. It's getting to that point where teams need to make the decision. Are they going to try kick each other out the game, or are they really going to try put the nail in the coffin, get as many meters as they want, trust the process, try go over the whitewash? DHS still in this one. You know, even if they go 22-19 down, they can still score a try which gets them 4 points converted ahead of the game. So interesting decision. If I was Horsies, I would have probably looked for the touchline, still trusted my processes and carried on, as we see the fly off converting that penalty there. Keegan Johannes.
It doesn't get any better than this. 21-19, 10 minutes to go. Who wants it more? Ledoux. Tricky one. Danger. It's Boyson. There's a place for all players in the game. Whether you're small or big, he is having a field day in the back line. DHS with a chance. Will the Gumeres have a say? Let's see. Ledoux with a switch pass to Jenna. Back into the traffic. Can DHS put down the hammer? Dampy Ceteris. Ledoux in the dogfight there. Garsfontein trying to get the turnover, yeah. Hossies. Somehow DHS still have the ball. Ceteris has to dig. Took Skumere. The tight end prop. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Tooks Gumere. And this time it is the yellow Gumere. Can you believe it? What a start this boy is, the tight end prop.
Well, this is exactly what we were talking about here. You know, Garsfontein choosing the safe option on the left-hand side of the park here, taking the 3 points to go up 22-19. But DHS fighting back. They won all 5 points, as we see Mtokozi Gumede. Here's the replay over here. Lovely quick ball out by Ceteris. Ceteris gets it out to Gumede. You'd swear he's playing on the wing. Look at that. He gets the little fend off in there. He can see the try line, and I'll tell you what, nothing and nobody is going to stop him from going over there as he pumps the chest. He's pumped up. The pride of his school at stake here. Both teams know how important this game is.
Ledoux to make Garsfontein have to score. Unbelievable from Shakir Ledoux on his birthday, and what a story it could be, but they have to hold out here. Just over 7 minutes to go. Diego Apollos has to step up. Garsfontein, the men from Pretoria, have to get it right. It's bananas out there. Look at Ceteris. He's been one of the players of the festival. But as we say that it goes forward, it's probably one of the few mistakes he has made, and it's a chance now for Garsfontein to get on the board. Willemse. The back line is a poisonous snake. Johannes, trouble. Jandre Skeppers, where has he been in the second half? We don't know. Massive hits. I think they heard that in Ward 4. DHS. What a performance. Ledoux, terrific kick, and the DHS staff on that side of the field are loving it. They can't believe their eyes.
Well, you can just see the body language here of DHS. They are absolutely pumped. Their management staff is pumped. Their bench is pumped. They are ready for this occasion. And what an occasion it is here at the Grey High Rugby Festival here. Garsfontein not really having the answers for DHS at the moment, but they're on the ball now as they look to attack and run hard at the DHS defensive line.
What an offload to Kalitz. Garsies. Can they break DHS's hearts? Apollos almost lost there. Garsfontein still have the ball. Willemse at scrum off to his captain Van Dijk, to Buitendag. Keeping it tight. They keep the ball at some stage. It'll happen. Great offload there. Willemse. The big man gets it. The open side flanker, Buitendag. Willemse at the base. Johannes. Back to the captain, Van Dijk. He doesn't know where to go, he doesn't know where to look. So he goes to the ground. Phase after phase. Buitendag. Nervous times out here. Still play on. Hasn't gone forward. Phase after phase, Garsfontein go, and that's a penalty. Could be trouble. Apollos. What an offload to his captain Van Dijk. And we go back for the penalty. Could be trouble, yeah.
Yeah, well, penalty for what looks like a high shot from up here, You know, with the intensity of this game, DHS just can't afford to be making those mistakes, as the referee is just telling him, you got to bring that tackle a little bit lower. So luckily we still see a game, 15 versus 15, but Garsfontein about to get themselves into a really promising position here, about 5 meters out from the 5 meter line to the try line. And you know, this game is just getting better and better. There's about 3 minutes on the clock here, and anybody's game at the moment. 26-22 at the moment to Durban High School.
Corsi still have it. So you get the feeling that every phase of play will be a tolling one. Who wants it more? Corsi's get the scrum right. Johannes! Keegan Johannes! Unbelievable! Cracking score from the number 10 going on his own.
Well, you know, it's just been unbelievable. You know, the DHS defense has been absolutely rock solid until about that point, but do not take away from the vision of this man, Keegan Johannes. He's a fantastic running 10. He saw the gap on the inside there. He just dummied left. As we have a look at the replay over here, you know, Setter is still sorting out his defense here. We see quick ball, just a dummy out to the left here, taking the shift on here. He sees the whitewash, and I'll tell you what, not too many people are going to catch him once he's got his eyes on the try line. He'll be looking to take 7 points out of this play.
Johannes to take the lead. Yes, sir. Garsfontein, strike when it matters. Keegan Johannes with his second try of the game. What an assassin he has been. There's still time. Is there a twist in the tail? Ledoux. Great take by Snyman. Will they have the cool heads, Garsfontein? It's a penalty. And that might be the vital one of the game.
Yeah, well, this has been absolutely fantastic here. Garsfontein getting in, taking all 7 points. Keegan Johannes, he's been absolutely pivotal in the middle of the park here as DHS just giving away the penalty in a crucial position. DHS have to get a hold of the ball effective immediately. 1 minute left in the game. It's a 3-point game at the moment, 26-29. DHS will want to take the win here. I can guarantee no one's taking a draw home today.
Potkita with the feed. And that looks skewed. DHS have a chance. And Manny, they have the magic to do it.
Well, this is their opportunity. You said that word perfectly. They've got the magic to do it. Their backline is absolutely emphatic, and we just know that those men, Mguni and Gomere, they've been fantastic. If they can get into attacking positions, they almost will 100% score. They cannot make a mistake at this point. The clock running out is about 15 seconds. This is the kind of finish we are looking for the curtain raiser to the main event today.
Gomere, the Terminator. He has had a great game. Playing his life out there. Garsfontein trying to get the turnover. There's Jimmy Mguni. Seteris to Ledoux. Moleche. Look at him. He's only 60-odd kilos. But what a fend that was. Stoney Steenkamp for the show and go. Gumede at first receiver. Hands off for Polis. Time is up. Seteris. Kruger. Was that offside? Who knows? Oh my goodness. This could be a chance for the birthday boy from the corner. Tension. Absolute tension. You just feel that both sides, well, you can't blame them. It's physical out there, and that's because of how tight this game has been. Well, they're not going for goal. What is happening here? There's big commotion. Dramatic scenes out here. It's the battle of Pretoria and Durban. So, it's coming down to the scrum. Gumede is in the back line. They get the scrum rights. Ledu to Gumede. Garsfontein trying to get the choke tackle. Ledu, Shakir Ledu, Mkwanazi. He has played his heart out. Garsies again trying to go with the choke tackle. Stoney Steenkamp. Great run by the flanker. Ceteris to Moleche, who pops up at first receiver. Clippy Steenkamp again. It's like a test match out there. Jenna. Garsfontein being patient. There's Cylon Adams. Phase after phase we go. Here in Port Elizabeth. Ledu. Boyson. Mkwanazi. He's under pressure. Garsfontein might have the steal here. They've poached it. They've knocked it on. It's a penalty. And that is surely the game. Surely Garsfontein have won it out here.
Well, you know, it was a patience game here for Garsfontein. They knew how deadly that DHS attack could be, and deadly it was. But a fantastic steal on the 22 from Garsfontein. Nice and strong, staying on his feet, contesting for the ball. Referee saying there was no advantage after he knocked it on, giving them the penalty. And I think the referee just going to his pocket here. But I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. The clock has counted itself down. And that, I think, is all she wrote.
Well, dramatic scenes here in Port Elizabeth. Garsfontein, well, they started in absolute style like they've been doing the entire season. They got their stars out there, Skippers, stole the show. And then all of a sudden, after about 20, 25 minutes, DHS were like the French out there. They turned it on, and they were unlucky not to get a victory here. But great game, Manny.
Well, I think, you know, there was definitely something in their power rate, because they just had a stint where they absolutely turned it on. You know, 20 minutes of no real rugby from DHS. Garsfontein would have probably thought they would have had their way with them, but that was not to be. They came the side from Durban, taking on the side from Pretoria all the way to the end. It's been an absolutely fantastic day, a fantastic game of rugby, and an absolute pleasure commentating with you here today, Just.
Last thing, Manny, man of the match for you?
Wow, that's a hard one. You know, we're probably going to have to select this from the winning side, the man who managed to get his team all the way. I'm going to have to go with Keegan Johannes. He's been an absolute live wire. He's taken points, he's found gaps, he's taken 2 tries, he's kicked a good conversion rate, and I think he's been the pivot of a fantastic Garsfontein attack.
Well, that's the end of the second last game. Do not go anywhere. Next up, it's the hosts, Grey High School, taking on Kes.